Hi, thanks for joining us. This is Chris Bonney from the floor of the CES show here in Las Vegas, and I am at the booth of Explore Scientific, and I'm joined by Scott W. Roberts, the founder and managing member of Explore Scientific. Sir, Mr. Roberts, thank you very much for having us here at your booth at CES. Could you do us a favor and just kind of explain to me and everybody that's listening what Explore Scientific is?
Well, Explore Scientific started last year in 2008. We had a small group of investors get us off the ground. We have since been purchased by the company that we were sourcing all of our products from. So we are now owned by a company called Jinhua Optics and Electronics Company based out of Guangzhou, China. In effect, we are factory direct. And we do telescopes, binoculars, spotting scopes, microscopes, LCOS miniature projectors, lots of other things for consumer optics and electronics.
Right. One of the things that you just touched on that you guys are actually kind of, demonstrating here is your mini projectors. Could you just talk about the LED MP2 mini projector that you're displaying here?
Yes, of course. It is a handheld miniature projector. This is a multimedia player. Plays all the popular formats for audio and video and still images. So
right.
It's all powered, of course, with an LED light, but uses an LCOS technology projector engine, which combines, it's liquid crystal on silicone. And this combines the technologies of LCD and DLP technologies. So it gives a more film-like image, a much more smooth type of image. The projector is great. I mean, it allows mini presentations anywhere, whether you're in a taxi cab or in a hallway. When I fly, I take one with me and watch my favorite movies on the back seat of an airplane.
Right. And one thing, mini projectors like this, it comes with a memory card, does it not?
Well, it's got built-in memory, and it's expandable with an mini SD card. It also has a built-in speaker, comes with earbuds, has a tripod assembly that comes with it as well. So it's not just a pass-through device. This is a multimedia player that happens to be a projector. And
right.
So a lot of the devices that are out there, you hook your PC up to it, for instance. But this is an untethered device that allows you to watch movies and listen to audio. You can save your PowerPoint presentations to JPEG, and then you can give a PowerPoint presentation to the boss and over by the water cooler if you want.
Oh, very cool. Another thing you guys are here demonstrating, although you're not really demonstrating it, but you reached an agreement to distribute a new photography software called Fish Image Lab. Could you just talk about that and its creator,
yeah.
Greg Fish?
Yeah, Greg Fish is a pioneer in astronomy software, and we do a lot of astronomy products. There are a lot of people who attempt to do astrophotography, thinking that, if I buy the right equipment, that it's going to be, academic just to put my camera onto the telescope and take a nice picture of the stars.
Right.
Actually, it is one of the more difficult things to do in any type of photography. And so beyond having the right equipment, you need to know how to image process astronomical images.
Right.
And pulling out the data of a galaxy or a nebula out of the background of signal that's collected on the digital SLR or your astronomical CCD camera is what all this image processing does. So astrophotographers use beyond the normal Photoshop tools that you would see. We're using Fourier transforms. We're using maximum entropy deconvolution. Some of the stuff is really complicated. Some of the techniques up until now have been very complicated to do.
Right.
And so, this left just only a few people that could really accomplish the, everything that could be image processed, out of your image. And so so, Greg Fish saw this problem of the complexity of making a nice processed image, and he simplified it. So he has some of the most advanced image processing algorithms, but it's intuitive. You go in and you adjust controls. You can see in near real time what the image, how it's going to process, and then give you a resulting image without damaging the original data. The original data to an astronomer is very important because sometimes buried in that original data are discoveries that you don't even know that you've made yet.
Right.
And so you'd like to keep it, and by having the original data, amateur astronomers can actually contribute to science. So while most of us are doing pretty pictures of galaxies and nebula and comets, and that satisfies 80% of us, occasionally you might get a news story that a new star, an exploded star, or a new comet or something like that was discovered, and you might go, gosh, I was imaging in that same area around that same time or the day before, and you can go back and pull that original data up, and sometimes, and many times, amateurs have found that they've recorded this data, and
right.
so that gets put into the scientific papers or in the scientific circles somehow. And this is how amateurs interface with professional astronomers.
Right. Another thing, the more I talk to you, the more I understand just exactly the wide range of what Explore Scientific does. Another thing that you're here announcing is the distribution that you guys are going to be doing of all the Bresser microscopes. They're almost,
right.
I guess, their entire line that you'll be distributing. Could you just
That's
talk
right.
about their line and just how impressive
Well,
it is?
in a nutshell, we have everything from a child's inexpensive microscope up to microscopes that do have fluorescent lighting that sell for upwards of $3,000. So we have everything from a $50 microscope up to $3,000.
Right.
Our microscopes often integrate digital imaging. They have in the high end, the optical configuration of these scopes allow for binocular stereo viewing and a camera to be attached simultaneously. So whether your needs are for metallurgical or biological microscopic work, we can satisfy that need in a wide range of product.
Scott Roberts, founder and managing member of Explore Scientific. Sir, thank you very much for welcoming us here to your booth, number 15345 here at the International CES Show. You have some amazing products that you guys are going to be distributing. Again, sir, thank you very much for having us by your
Thanks,
booth. Have a great rest of the show, and have a great 2010.
Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.